Hi everybody, I'm Dan Joseph, and this is the Week in Liberalism for the week of January 18th, 2016. Let's do it. Monday. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but on Sunday, there was a Democratic presidential debate. I know, I just heard about it too. Now, if you missed it, don't feel bad. It just means that you're a normal human being as opposed to a sadomasochist. Here are the highlights.
Please welcome Secretary Hillary Clinton, Senator Bernie Sanders, and Governor Martin O'Malley.
Comprehensive gun safety legislation,
women's rights, gay rights, and workers' rights.
And millionaires and billionaires.
And thanks to all of you for being here tonight. This has been great.
But seriously, no one cares. Even if you're a liberal, you have to admit that the GOP debates have been some damn good television. But these Democratic debates... I'm guessing at this point, most people would rather watch a reboot of The Cosby Show. Here are some things more interesting than the Democratic debates. Reading the ingredient list on a cold medicine box. Listening to Ben Stein read War and Peace. Watching soccer. Algebra party! Retirement home field trip to Color Me Mine. Just look it up, you'll laugh. Coldplay headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. What? Are you serious? Law and Order. Dangerous selfie unit. Kenny G performs the hits of Barry Manilow, Bruce Wayne's childhood Thanksgivings, Khloe Kardashian's autobiography, Sloth, Kentucky Derby, and Bernie Sanders' hairstylist's career. In other news, Linda Tripp revealed that while president, Bill Clinton had affairs with, quote, thousands of women. News. Tuesday. Speaking of television events that I have absolutely no interest in watching, the Oscars are coming up, and several prominent black actors are boycotting the broadcast, claiming that deserving black actors in films were snubbed, particularly Straight Outta Compton, which did not receive a nomination for Best Picture. But the Academy Award for Overrated Crybaby goes to Spike Lee. We posted on Instagram, how is it possible for the second consecutive year all 20 contenders under the actor category are white? 40 white actors in 2 years, and no flavor at all. We can't act? WTF. Okay, so Spike Lee, you're a huge basketball fan, right? 26 of the last 30 NBA MVPs have been black. No white player has received a single first-place vote for MVP in 5 years. Where's the flavor, Spike? What the hell is flavor anyway? It sounds like some sort of low-calorie sugar substitute that you put in your coffee.
Hey, why can't it be black coffee?
Are you kidding? There are a lot of other things that are exclusively white too. I mean, will you be boycotting the Democratic primary as well, Spike? Okay, now here's where it gets really, really stupid. These snubs have led some to call for Chris Rock, the African-American man who is hosting this year's Oscar telecast, to drop out. In a statement on the subject, the African-American president of the racist Academy of Motion Pictures, which decides on the nominations, also expressed her displeasure. Now, to be fair, these accusations may have some validity. In The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio was attacked by a bear. A black bear. No nomination for the bear either. If it was a polar bear, it probably would have been nominated. But none of these white actors will ever be nominated for a BET award, I guarantee it. Straight into Wednesday. Exactly 1 year from today will be President Obama's last day in office, but he may be leaving too soon for his administration to be held accountable for the Fast and Furious gun-running scandal, even though a federal judge has recently ruled that the administration must disclose documents related to the debacle. And, as it turns out, one of the weapons that the government funneled to Mexican drug cartels in the Fast and Furious program ended up in the hands of notorious, recently reincarcerated Mexican crime lord El Chapo. El Chapo is suspected of being responsible for around 34,000 deaths. Please thank President Obama for the gun, Senor Penn. Actually, that number could rise to 34,001 pretty soon, since Penn's article helped lead authorities to El Chapo. So the gun that the ATF gave El Chapo was huge, and they say El Chapo may have used it to take down a helicopter. What happened, Obama? No background check? But let's not worry about that. We have genocide going on right here in this country. Apparently, Michigan Governor Rick Snyder snuck out one night and poisoned the entire water supply of Flint, Michigan in order to kill black people. It's true. I read it on the Twitter. That's what Michael Moore says anyway. This is a racial killing. Flint, Michigan is 60% black. When you knowingly poison a black city, you are committing a version of genocide. Hashtag arrest Governor Snyder. Yeah, it's really sad. The water is poison. The high lead levels in the water can cause brain damage. Considering that Moore is from Flint, one has to wonder how much of the water he drank. I'm just kidding. He only drinks milkshakes. Silly. The governor has taken responsibility for the water issue, but the all-Democratic Flint City Council, the Democratic mayor, and Obama's EPA, which knew about the problem for a long time but didn't tell anyone, have not. Although the EPA is now on the case because no one knows clean water like those guys. I was so sad about Flint. It was such a lovely town before Rick the Kid Killer Snyder came into office. Let's play a little game and reverse this scenario. Say George W. Bush was president and Michigan had a Democratic governor. Michael Moore would be out in front of the White House, diaper full, carrying a bottle of the water and demanding that Bush come outside and drink it. Oh, and also Michael Moore's boycotting the Oscars over the whole racism thing, so that frees up 2 extra chairs. Thursday. So once again, Hillary Clinton is at risk of completely blowing what was supposed to be her coronation as the Democratic presidential nominee. Only this time, instead of a charismatic black dude who gives inspirational speeches standing in her way, it's the whitest man alive who sounds like Barbra Streisand with a cold. But it's probably not Bernie Sanders' sparkling personality that's causing Hillary to drop in the polls. No, it probably has more to do with the fact that President Obama's Inspector General for the U.S. intelligence community, Charles McCullough, has revealed that some of those emails on Clinton's home server weren't just classified, but contained stuff that was even more top secret than the already top secret stuff that we know about, like double top secret. So top secret that the Inspector General and his staff had to get double special clearance just to view the emails. I don't even want to know what that entails. In response, the Hillary campaign all put on their tinfoil hats and claimed that the Inspector General, the one appointed by Obama, was working in cahoots with Republicans to hurt her presidential campaign. He was probably with Governor Snyder when he poisoned all that water, too. Due to the fact that these emails were so super top secret, we'll probably never know what was in them. We can only speculate. Secretary Clinton, this is Ambassador Stevens. We seem to be having some problems over here. I'm concerned that there might be an attack on the embassy. I wouldn't worry about it, Chris. Gotta go to yoga, TTYL. Okay, just contact me as soon as you get back. Hey, Ambassador, sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Boy, are my glutes on fire. You know that feeling? It burns, but it's a good burn. Stuff is burning here too now, Madam Secretary, but not in a good way, like actually in flames. Do you think you could send in some support? Gosh darn it, how did this end up in my spam folder? I bet you some Republicans put it there. Hey, did you see this cat video? LOL, adorbs, smiley face. YouTube videos are so great. Well, it's Friday morning, and here in DC, we are about to have 2 feet of global warming dumped on us from the sky, so there probably won't be a lot of political news today. They're saying that this is going to be the biggest snowstorm to hit DC since Whitney Houston recorded the Bodyguard soundtrack. I went to the grocery store last night and got into a fist fight with an elderly Korean woman over the last 12-pack of Coors Light, so I don't have any beer. We're probably going to lose power eventually. I'm going to have to dig my car out. My entire weekend is going to be shot. So you know what? Thanks for nothing, Al Gore. Why do you always have to be wrong about everything? And that was the Week in Liberalism for the week of January 18th, 2016. And for everybody in the Mid-Atlantic, stay safe out there. It's dangerous to drive in all that climate change.